Hey guys, I am Nick Drain and this is Skybound Expeditions. Today we are in beautiful Costa Rica. This is Monteverde. Up here, the forest spends much of its life inside the clouds. That constant moisture has created an ecosystem where moss covers the trees, plants grow on top of other plants, and thousands of species can survive in a remarkably small area. And somewhere in all of this is one of the most extraordinary birds in Central America. There, the resplendent quetzal. For centuries, this bird has meant far more than just beauty. To the Maya and other peoples of Mesoamerica, the quetzal was associated with power, freedom, and the divine. Its tail feathers were so valuable that the birds were traditionally captured, their feathers collected, and then released. Today, these cloud forests are some of the most important places left for them. And when you see one disappear back into a forest like this, you understand why people have been fascinated by them for thousands of years. One of the best ways to actually see this forest is to get above it. These hanging bridges take you right through the cloud forest canopy. Instead of looking up at everything from the forest floor, you're suddenly standing right in the middle of it. And up here, you really get a sense of how dense this place is. There are layers of forest in basically every direction. That's a mantled howler monkey. And that sound is probably the easiest way to find one. They have an enlarged hyoid bone in their throat that acts almost like a resonating chamber, making that call carry incredible distances through dense forest, which makes sense because I heard him way before I saw him. As Costa Rica's youngest stratovolcano, Arenal Volcano is up next. The volcano began forming roughly 7,000 years ago, making it a baby compared with many volcanic systems. It rises about 1,067 meters or 5,480 feet above sea level. The park was established in 1991 and covers roughly 12,080 hectares. It protects not only the volcano, but rainforests, wildlife habitat, and important watersheds. One of its trails actually reaches hardened lava flows from 1992, while another passes a ceiba tree more than 400 years old. SNAC also lists 79 mammal species and 56 amphibian species within the park. Arenal's volcanic activity isn't just something you see in the landscape. Rainwater seeps deep underground, where it's heated by the geothermal energy beneath this region. Eventually, some of that water makes its way back toward the surface, creating the natural hot springs Arenal is famous for. So technically, this is still field research. I'm gonna need about 20 minutes of data. This is an American crocodile, and some of the largest individuals in Costa Rica can reach well over 4 meters long. And the biggest males can reach around 5 meters long. But what makes the tarcale so remarkable is how many of them you can see concentrated along this river system. Down toward Costa Rica's Pacific lowlands, the landscape changes again. Scarlet macaws still move through these forests in pairs, their calls usually giving them away before their colors do. They mate for life and stay close to their partner while eating, preening, and flying. If you want to find the scarlet macaws on your trip to Costa Rica, one place to visit is Carrara National Park near Jaco on the Central Pacific coast. Our last stop today is Playa Uvita, the whale tail. This is Punta Uvita, part of Marino Balena National Park. At low tide, the water pulls back and exposes this natural sandbar connecting the mainland to the rocky point behind me. From the ground, you don't really see it, but from the air, the whole thing looks remarkably like the tail of a whale. Which is pretty fitting, because these waters are also an important seasonal habitat for humpback whales. And somehow I still feel like we barely scratched the surface. I think that's a pretty good reason to come back. There's always more out there, and we are the explorers. See you next time on Skybound Expeditions.